A. Aripal, a BSN 1 Block A student. And today, I'm going to perform the 3 types of stretching under the physical and flexibility exercise. It is also part of the performance-related component of fitness. So, what is fitness? Fitness is the state or quality of being healthy and fit. It is one's ability to perform daily activities with optimal performance, endurance, and strength. There are 3 types of stretching, namely the static, ballistic, and dynamic stretching. I'm going to execute 2 examples on each type of stretching. Let's begin. It is essential that we start this physical activity with a warm-up exercise. Now, I am going to start performing the 3 types of stretching, starting with static stretching. What is static stretching? It is a active or a passive stretching in which you are going to hold a position for about 30 to 60 seconds, allowing your muscles and their connective tissues and fascia to lengthen. Also, this type of stretching helps improve your range of motion, your flexibility, as well as increases your blood flow. Now, let's start. The first example that we are going to execute is the quad stretch or the quadricep stretch. So, we're going to stand on one leg only. And for balance, we can also use a wall for support so we won't fall down. We're going to pull our ankle up towards our glutes in an open hip angle. So we are going to hold this position for about 30 seconds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. And we have to perform this on both legs. So now, on to our left leg. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. And that is the quad stretch or the quadricep stretch. And now we're going to perform the second example of static stretching, which is the upper back stretch. So we're going to stand very tall, with our feet apart and slightly wider than our shoulder width. Okay? After that, we have to bend our knees slightly. Bend our knees slightly and interlock our fingers and push our hands away from our chest as much as possible. And by doing this, we will feel a stretch between our shoulder blades. We're going to hold this position for about 30 seconds. Okay? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. And that is the upper back stretch. Now, the second type of stretching I am going to perform is the ballistic stretching. Unlike dynamic stretching, this type of stretching utilizes muscle activation through quick and jerky movements. Moreover, this type of stretching helps improve tendon elasticity as well as increases the levels of blood circulation. The two examples I'm going to perform for this type of stretching are the standing and sitting toe stretch. Let's start. The first example I'm going to perform for the ballistic type of stretching is the standing toe stretch. We're going to stretch our hamstring in this type of stretching. Now, in performing this, we're going to stand in an upright position, start bouncing, and jerk down to touch our toes repeatedly for 16 seconds. Okay, let's start. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. For the second example, for ballistic stretching, we're going to perform the sitting toe stretch. What we're going to do for this stretching is we're going to sit on a mat, and if you do not have a mat, you can sit on the floor. Our body, our upper body should be straight and upright while our legs are stretched out in front of us. What we're going to do is we're going to touch our ankles with our hands like this repeatedly for about 16 seconds with quick movements. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, and that's it. And lastly, I'm going to perform the third type of stretching, which is the dynamic stretching. Dynamic stretching is a form of active stretching which is performed by engaging the desired muscles antagonists through the joint's range of motion and only holding the stretch for about 2 to 3 seconds. Moreover, this type of stretching also improves speed, agility, as well as acceleration, and also tightens muscles. The two examples I'm going to perform for this type of stretching are the leg swings and arm circles. Let's begin. The first example I'm going to perform for dynamic stretching is the arm circles. For this stretching, we're going to stand with our feet shoulder width apart and hold out our arms to the sides on shoulder level or shoulder height. We're going to do small circles and then larger circles. A total of 20 circles. And after that, we're going to reverse our direction. Reverse our direction and also do 20 circles. So, 20 circles on each direction. Now, let's start. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. And reverse. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. And the second example for dynamic stretching is the leg pendulum, also known as the leg swings. For this stretching, we're going to stand and swing one of our leg back and forth. And if needed, we can also hold on to a wall for support. We will use the other leg to balance our body. We're going to swing our leg for about 5 to 10 times and then repeat the same procedure onto the other leg. Okay, so let's start. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. To the other leg. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And that ends our performance of the 3 types of stretching, namely the static, ballistic, and dynamic stretching. But before I end this video, let us cool down for a bit. And that's it for our video. Thank you for watching and good day. Bye!